Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Empire Plays Spoiler Reviews. And this time around we are giving our take and giving our feedback to What If's episode 6 where Killmonger saves Iron Man uh, in the first Iron Man film. So far, throughout I guess the first half of the show, it was getting kind of boring and I just wanted it to end. But it got even better later on. So I just suggest giving it a try, even if it doesn't. If this episode doesn't do it for you, watch it to the very end and and then see if it changes your mind. So I guess without further delay, let's get into the spoilers. In case I haven't watched this already, uh, pause this episode, and watch this later on as soon as you watch it, because of course we like to keep it as spoiler free as possible, and we thought that let's wait until the weekend, give a lot of people more time to watch this instead of uploading it earlier on Wednesday. So I guess without further ado, let's get right into it, folks. So as I mentioned previously, the first half of the show ended up being boring, where it's the episode, it's the part of the first Iron Man film where Tony gets, I guess, where him and his bodyguard unit essentially they get ambushed as they were in the MVs. And then Killmonger hops in and saves them. And his supposed reason for being there was because he was investigating the Ten Rings organization that was his partner was a part of it, essentially a part of his kidnapping, which we all know from the second Iron Man film, where what's his name? What's his name? Let me see if I can remember it. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm just skimming through this real quick. How do you say this name? Abadia Stain. Well, we all know because he was behind all that with selling his weapons to rebels and so on, to both sides of the conflict, essentially. But instead of Iron Man building his Iron Man suit, I guess he trusted Killmonger, which Killmonger was just using him. He was using everybody, as you watched throughout the entirety of the show. He and then he they built a suit similar to what's his name suit? Hold on, to be a Badiah Stain suit that he was wearing, but remote without a co-pilot, a drone in a sense. So his main inspiration behind it was because he used to watch anime essentially. So it was like a Gundam suit essentially. So they built the first suit, and then, but it was built with vibranium. But if guys are aware, with the Marvel films, vibranium is in abundance in Wakanda. The whole city is built with that material. So, in order to build this suit, or further enhance the suit, I should say, Killmonger suggested to what's this guy's name? That from the Black Panther film. Uh, Let me see. Stained, I think. No, no, no. Let's see. Uh, Give me just kind of skimming through this again. Find it. What's the guy that helped them find Wakanda? It's I guess he looks Australian. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, Ulysses. How do you say this name? Found him. Um, U Ulysses Claw. Yeah, that's him. Ulysses Claw. To buy more vibranium for the re- Gundam inspired suits, right? Drones, I should say. But moving on. So, Killmonger, or should I say, Killmonger went there with, went there as backup for Rhodes to do it as, I guess, without Tony's name being in the mix. I guess to act as the to act as a liaison for for Tony, essentially, to buy the vibranium. Because we all know Tony's a millionaire and all that stuff. So with more, keep keep moving on. So that was good, but what I didn't expect to he Black Panther showed up, which is we all know as T'Challa, which is his cousin. So we find out later on that Black Panther and Ulysses Claus were working together, and then and then both of them leaked the deal to Wakanda. Who came from Wakanda? Black Panther. I guess to intercept this, right? And to reclaim their vibranium. Keep moving on, fast forward a little bit. Uh, okay, I got it. I'm trying to picture the scenes in my head as I go along. Uh, oh shit, what was his name again? Killmonger kills both Black Panther and Rhodes as a setup, and then blames for T'Challa's death. He blames Tony, and for Rhodes' death, he blames the Wakandians. He's trying. He what pretty much is doing is inciting a war between both fronts, the U.S. front and the Wakandian front, and he's playing both sides essentially. And then when he comes back, Tony exposes Killmonger for his lies, for his manipulation, because Jarvis actually recorded the meeting between him killing Black Panther and Rhodes. So what does T'Challa do? He kills Tony. And then he blames Tony's death for the Wakandians. Fast forward a little bit. What's this colonel's name? That want that wanted his they reclaimed his assets essentially. Let me see if I can find it here. Okay. And as Killmonger was trying to enter Wakanda, Claw led him there. Ulysses Claw, but then he killed him and offered him up as a offering to the Wakandians so they could start beginning to trust him, his old family essentially. Then as he does, he mitigates his way to becoming the next Black Panther. Then of course, T'Challa confronts him in the spirit realm, saying, "Was it all worth it? It's gonna catch up with you eventually. Karma's gonna catch up with you either in your universe or in the next." So that was a great moment. Moving on, he's the next Black Panther. Super strength and all that stuff. Increased strength, I should say. And what's her name? Yuri was involved. And what was surprising about Yuri? She was a little kid in this What If universe of episode 6. But in the actual Black Panther movie, she's much older. So that kind of didn't make sense to me. That was weird to me. She was like a little kid. So she doesn't fully trust them, of course, because she's smart as heck. Moving on, Pepper even doesn't trust him fully, but she doesn't know why. And then moving on, the war ignites, and then what Warmonger kind of suggest was to bring, because they had a shield up and the drones couldn't force their way in, so he kind of let them in, close the shield down, which would detach them from the network, which would make them useless. But of course, he's playing both sides. He had a remote backup network essentially to reconnect the drones to get them working again, which they did, which the war actually started. Moving on. Fast forward a little bit. Where did it end? They destroyed all the drones, and then Yuri reaches out to Pepper. Pepper Pot shows her the video of Warmonger killing Tony. How did he get this? Oh, Tony was a genius, but he was not the only genius. And then it ended, and I wanted to see more of it. I'm like, I was just getting good. I'm like, come on, why are you doing this to me? First it started slow. I wasn't enjoying it, and now it's starting to get good. Starting to enjoy it, and then you put me on a cliffhanger. Let it continue. I hope they do something like that with the next season. They do multiple parts of these What If universes. I'm just like, it was great. It was phenomenally great. I definitely recommend it. Sit through it because it's only like maybe 30-40 minutes. It's nothing. So if you guys enjoyed it, if you guys watched it, I want to know your feedback. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in Discord. Let me know on social. Tag us on Impact Play, and just let me know your thoughts. If you guys enjoyed this, if there's other shows that you guys are interested in, let us know. Let's start this conversation going. So without further ado, we're gonna end this here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Join us at twitch.tv/TheImpactPlay, where we do a live broadcast of the Impact Play every Sunday night, every Sunday morning at 12 a.m. where we record for an hour or so. We discuss the latest and greatest in gaming, entertainment, sports, and music. Plus, we amplify voices from those perspective fields and having those stories told here on the Impact Play. Again, if you guys enjoyed this, let us know, and that's it. We're gonna end this right here, folks. Have a great one.